We're launching a new segment on the channel called I Am NOW, and we have the honor of starting this adventure here in Ranchos. General Pass District. We're at the school. Look at this. The kids leave their bikes without locks, completely at ease. That no one is going to take them, that no one is going to steal all the bikes, they trust completely. If I wanted, I could take this one since I'm running an errand. Wow, incredible. All of them like this, all of them, all without a lock. In fact, if we cross the street, we're already on the next block. The school is gone and now the kids, since it's more convenient too. A bike without a lock gone. We're not going to return it, we're going to return it. Suddenly, if someone needs to run an errand, they just take the bike, return it, and leave it in its place.
Alright, so do you know whose bike is whose?
Do you have more? Tell us about this, since we're curious that the bikes are left unlocked. The kids are at school. Do you also leave your bike there when you go to school? No problem? Yes, no problem.
Right? Yeah, here we all know each other and it's a small town.
How wonderful! Everyone is so respectful. For example, if a friend visits in a hurry and his bike has a flat tire, he can take this, run an errand, then return it.
No.
No, not really. As a rule, everyone has their own bike. If someone has to borrow it, that's fine, but it's tempting. I don't have to walk 2 blocks. I just take a bike.
Not just bicycles, but cars too. When people go to some shops on their motorcycle with the car running.
They go shopping and leave the motorcycle running while they're shopping, then they come out and get back on the motorcycle. Ah, spectacular. We wanted to deeply understand Ranchos and its people. For that, we traveled from Capilla del Monte to Ranchos in the district of General Paz, Buenos Aires province. Look here, it's amazing. Here we have a lock, we found it, but it's like a necklace for the bike. The bike is in perfect condition. I'm not going to take it out and cause trouble, but they're loose. I still can't believe it. The trust in this town is amazing. The code among neighbors, the respect for each other. Look, this bike is beautiful. I could take it with me. All the kids ride bikes, so it looks like a bike shop, but it's actually a school.
That one, don't take it because it has a flat tire. Which one?
Oh no, she'll find out when she arrives. Everyone has their own bicycle to get around, and their bicycle is safe in their village, and that's extremely important, not just at school. So the neighbors also trust that they can leave their bicycles. Maybe they're working, maybe they're at home resting, and the bicycle here is completely safe. They don't just collect the organic waste, they also take out a broom and clean up the leftovers. He's so sweet, he's so respectful. This peace, this tranquility, this deep respect among neighbors is the purest way to live in a community. Ranchos shows us that real wealth is found in the peace and love it is built on. Day by day, we pass by the municipality of Ranchos and look at what we find. Super old mailbox. This is where letters were dropped off, and here it says stamps are sold at. And it was probably something related to the post office where you had to buy the stamp or the seal. You would stick it on the letter and that's how you sent it through the mail. Then they would pick it up and take the letter to its destination on paper. And the excitement of receiving that letter on paper and reading news from a loved one was very, very beautiful. And well, this is a wonderful symbol of those times. On this trip, we stopped here at the fort, Our Lady of the Pillar of the Ranchos. Founded in 1781, this exact replica was created in 1967. In 1781, it was founded by the Spanish Crown. They made this entire borderline and much more to protect themselves from what would be the Malon. The Spanish Crown secured fertile lands and stayed close to the lagoon. But before I tell you more, let's take a look for a moment. Close and Noah, you'll see the chapel. This was a little chapel, very simple. Look at its benches. Here you can see the buildings made of mud and straw. We can't go in because they're under repair right now. We were only able to go into the little chapel. But let me tell you that this fort was actually built to protect those resources which were already here. The resources of the land, which was the very fertile land of the Pampa, and the Ranchos Lagoon that provided water to this whole area. They could raise animals, which was a great source of wealth. The lagoon is back there about 300 meters away, so it was really close. And that was all that protected them from the raid. What was the raid? The Pampas, the original inhabitants, and the Ronquil wanted to reclaim their land. Maybe at that time there wasn't a friendly conversation where we could discuss who belongs to whom. And while these things happened in the past, power struggles and unfortunately a lot of violence, but these are the memories of those struggles, of that rivalry that leave us with many lessons. Because nowadays, Ranchos is one of the most peaceful, calm, and loving towns.
I think throughout Buenos Aires.
This fort teaches us a great lesson. Conflict arises from the attempt to dominate what is authentic and natural. The resistance that the native of this place had is a reflection of our true self's resistance to being tamed by fear. We move from the tension of the fort to calm and peace. The Ranchos Lagoon was originally a natural lagoon, but later they built a 16-kilometer canal to drain it and manage the water. And we also sense that it was partly to attract tourism because this lagoon is truly beautiful. It has places to camp, it's very peaceful, it has trails for biking, for rollerblading, for walking, for running. It's truly wonderful and it's one of the treasures of Ranchos. Roma, look what I found. What kind of poop is this? Let's bet. What animal is it from? Look. I'm going to say one that I imagine. Look at this poop. Look, look, poop, poop, look, look. What animal is it from? I bet it's from a capybara. Look. What do kids call a capybara? Capybara. Let's go look for poop and put it here to see if it was. No?
There are frog eggs. Those little pink eggs are from a frog.
Honestly, this is a super peaceful place. It's beautiful. There are little tables, there are benches, and the beautiful lagoon is behind us. The people who live here in Ranchos can come and spend the afternoon. There's amazing shade. You can have some made to time stand still. It's like being on vacation all the time because of these places. And there's a secret that many people don't know, and it's that Roma grew up here in Ranchos, so she's from Ranchos, a true Ranchos local. What were you saying?
My whole family is from here. It's a privilege to have been in this town because it's like it's frozen in time. So, well, it has a lot of beautiful things.
I love the ranch.
What do you like most about the ranch?
It's that I can see all my cousins. The ranch's pool, which is very nice. It has a lot of space, and now I learned how to dive, so it's more fun for me.
The ranch is a symbol of freedom, where there were many adventures, where all of this was ours. Here in the summer, we used to come with my friends to get in the water, spend the afternoons, have some mate, share, I don't know, a snack. We used to jump into the water and honestly, we had a great time. It was really nice.
What was going on with La Laguna before it was renovated? When did they add those 16 kilometers of canal?
When I was growing up, I remember it must have been the 60s. The water reached as far as where Maros Butcher's shop is today.
I mean, right here?
Yes, it had the same course it has now. It would overflow. Yes, it would overflow when it rained. And, well, I have a memory, a little story from when we went to the national school with my classmates. I don't know, maybe it was third or fourth year. We used to skip school in front of the lagoon. There was a little boat there in the backyard of that lady's house, and one time we took the boat. We went sailing, but we didn't have an oar or anything like that, just a little stake. The lagoon was flooded, and at one point the boat couldn't move forward or backward. It was deep. It looked like there was a ditch or something there. We started shouting for someone to come rescue us. It was so funny. And well, before that happened, we had brought mate, cookies. You know, we used to have little picnics by the lagoons. The school.
La Rabona. The rebel who ended in tragedy?
Yes, it did end in tragedy afterwards. Thank you to the man who rescued us from there. A neighbor or someone from the neighborhood, he rescued us.
She's drinking water. Hello, hello. Thanks to...
Everything was very wild, unlike now. The truth is that it's a paradise for us, the ranchers in our place. Thanks in...
It's a beauty.
It's a beauty, and all the ranchers love that place.
Yes, both ranchers and non-ranchers.
And the non-ranchers too.
We made friends that summer. Little friend, how cute you are. He's pure love. Look at him. Where does that face come from, God? Well, are dogs on the ranch very friendly? Without a doubt. We are at the Church of Our Lady of the Pillar. As you can see, the original design had 2 bell towers. It was beautifully rebuilt, but due to an issue, as far as I know, a lack of budget, only 1 bell tower could be built. That led to a unique design. It's beautiful, asymmetrical, and truly original. Let's go see it inside. I'll speak softly, but it's easily one of the most beautiful churches I've seen. It's full of details, especially details from the era that have been reconstructed, but honestly, it's so well cared for and so beautiful, plus it has a wonderful energy. Here there's a tribute from the people to the heroes of May 25th. I can't quite see, but it looks like a symbol of freedom. Let's get closer. We are at the Municipal Physical Education Center, and look at everything we have here.
Tennis courts, volleyball and soccer fields, 5 sand courts, a semi-Olympic swimming pool, a basketball court, 3 covered shuffleboard courts, 2 paddle courts, a bocce court, a softball field, and 2 soccer fields.
This community invests in its children and its elders, in the people of the neighborhood. The children have fun and can come and use the courts for free, and when they use the Olympic pool in the summer, they pay very little. There's also an athletics track and a really complete playground for kids, which we're going to visit now. This is a huge example of how Ranchos prioritizes its children, sports, and the well-being of its people. Thank you. Here we are. Ranchos, he was our great teacher these days, and surely we still have a lot of important, beautiful, and incredible places left to discover. But what we would love to know is, what did you like the most about the history, the culture, and the people of Ranchos? Write it in the comments. We would love to read them. Family, we're saying goodbye and leaving this beautiful town. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. We invite you to subscribe, to hit the notification bell, and to leave us comments. What did you think of this video and this new segment? What do you think is missing? What would you add? What would you change? We would love to read your comments. And of course, if you really liked it, share it with whoever you want.
And if you know any ranchers, what better than to send them this video?
Goodbye.